Hello my beautiful darlings and welcome back to Satisfactory. Well, there's been a few changes here, there, somewhere. So let's start with take a look at that. If I could speak, that would help. That would help. Alright. And we shall plummet all the way down. There we go. So I have changed the pipes here where we get the aluminium solution, and I actually connected it to that side in there. So that way both sides are helping each other, which is good. And I changed how we get the coal in here for these refineries that is making the aluminium scrap. Hence why the pipes are not the right color anymore. So let's just do this, and there. So it's been a bit of a trial and error to see how we could do this most efficiently without having to redo all of the refineries and the piping and all the necessary. But I did redo the pipes just a wee bit. So yeah. And then on the other side, since these guys produce water, right? I've been tinkering a tiny bit to optimize it. So now we have a fluid buffer here. And that pipe is full, even though it's way down. So I am gonna be a sneaky mofo and actually turn it off. So they don't get any extra help from our water extractors downstairs. They are not getting any help. So now they gotta have to take the water from here, consume that to keep on producing the aluminium solution, and then turn the solution into scrap. And things are rocking and rolling here. And you might be able to tell I added in just a smidge more smelters. I were about to say foundries, but that is not foundries. Those are smelters. Gosh dang it. Just a smidge. Okay, who am I kidding? I added in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we really wanted to, we could add in 2 more without any issues. And then extend this out even further. Let's see how dumb that looks. Because if we extend it to here, right, grab one of these glass foundations, Are we on the cusp? Cusp? Yeah, cusp. I think we are. That'd be terrible. I honestly don't think it would be terrible. Of course, we extended this a tiny bit too far, but rather that and take it away than a tiny bit too little, right? That way we get a better feel for what's going on. So from the walkway here, we need to add in a doorway without falling down. That would be nice. So if we grab a doorway, I want a metal one. Let's plump that there. Right. And then we're gonna turn this into a stairwell thing to get down to here, to the assemblers. That might be what we're gonna do. Let's just try and see how it looks, how we feel about it. Now we're going from the inside. 3 down. And just to emphasize the glossiness. I think that might be the way to go, guys. Because even though we are gonna get a tiny bit of dead space here, I honestly think that's the best way to go. And just to get the same that we got on the outside, on this side, we're gonna do that. And bring it 2 down. And then to make this feel a bit more completed, we're gonna do that. And down. Bring that there. Should we do double doorway? I don't know. If so, we can always take out this and then add in another door piece. That's fine, that's easy enough. I want to bring the middle down. Yeah, I think that's the way to go about adding an axis from our walkway to down here. And then we're gonna add another door wall there. And I'm gonna add some stairs to go down here. So that way we can get from over there to over here, or from down there to up here. Same door. Silly, silly little doorway. Okay, steppy steps. Go 2. Now we're gonna give it a nice little turn. Like that. And then we can add in some beams to make it look a bit more supported. But for traversing purposes, I don't feel like this is too bad. But I kind of feel like we need to bring it out just a wee bit more. But sometimes it helps to put down the pieces and then take a look-see to see, okay, do I like this flow, or do we want to change it up just a wee bit? And I think if we just change it up like this, and then add a second door, just one, thank you. Yeah, I think that's better. Honestly, I think that's better. I'm gonna bring that to there, so we get a nice little nook. Yeah, I like the idea of a nook. Or a lookout portion, so to speak. Not that there's anything harmful in this factory, but a little overview. Oh, and if you guys hear water running, I got myself a tiny indoor fountain thingy. So if you hear water, it's just that. So no, I'm not getting invaded by water. Not literally. Yeah. Let's find some beams. And I do want the metal. So what if we bring that to there? And now we take a beam connector, one of those. I don't think this is terrible. So now this looks supported. But unfortunately we really don't have anything that is gonna make this more supported, so we will have to be a bit shall we say creative about it. But what if we do that and then forget about the being connected to this and there, maybe? Yeah, that looks more supported. That's good. And it would also help if we did that. Right. One can still get up. Good. So we are literally being the test dummy to figure out if things are looking okay. And then we got a nice little overview here. Good. Okay, I'm not mad about this. This is good. This is very good indeed. And I should have made more coffee. But that's too late now, since we are in the thick of it. That's too high, isn't it? That looks wrong. Might just be the angle. I think that, no, it's not just the angle. That is wrong. Math. Yeah, we are not having any of that. No. That's fine. We will fix that later. It's gonna be a lot of glass, but honestly with the concrete color combined with the glass, and then we're gonna add in some metal here and there, I kind of feel like that is gonna look good. Oh, come on, power. Why are you doing this to me? Sometimes this game can be a tiny bit annoying, just like any other builder game. There's always something that is gonna peeve you off. And you connected too high. Why would you do me dirty like that? No. No, 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 buddy. You shall comply. And then, no you don't. You're not bringing me down, buddy. Mm-mm. Yeah, I think that is gonna work for us. I'm gonna do something about that door. That is gonna piss me off to no end. Yeah, that's better. No, I need the belt, thank you. Because if we are gonna expand upstairs, then we need more ingots. And honestly, I'm just making sure that no matter what, we got enough material coming through to up the production if need be. And hence why I needed a break from doing machines and just, you know, doing some fun architecture shenanigans. Also, do I have more coffee in my cup? Yes. And once again, I do apologize for being MIA in the comment sections, but honestly, let's just say the last couple of months and a decent amount of months from here on and out is gonna be persnickety and weird. And that's not because you guys did anything wrong. Let's just say it's life trying to kick me in the head, stomach, and anywhere else to maximize damage. And I can only do so much, right? And since I gotta be aware and careful with my health, physically and this thing, and I hate that. I honestly hate that. I miss you guys. I really do. So my life, unfortunately, for a bit is gonna be very unstable. And things are gonna be a bit more chaotic than normal. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that, and I don't use that word lightly. No. That is one of the most strong words so I don't use that with lightness or to be oh poor me. I'm just being brutally honest. So please don't think it's a oh poor me thing. It's not. I promise you it's not. I'm just being transparent and telling you guys what's going on as best as I can, and until things get a bit more concrete. And that is all I can do. Let's see. Do I want this going over here? and across. Well, I want one to do that. Two, that might be pushing it. I think the this bit, the connection bit, is gonna head bump with the glass foundation a bit, and I don't want to have to clip the connection points through our walkway. This is more for us to be able to make sure everything is running. And then bring it back over. You know what? Let's try and do that and see. Can we get away with doing that without hitting anything besides the other side? Yes. Okay, and then we need a... Can we wrap that? Yes. Goodie. Right. That way we can keep that a bit more open and still have a nice panoramic view of the main production floors without it being a traditional looking factory in Satisfactory. And I'm trying my very best not to make a bad pun on that, because, yeah. And yes, I know, I still got my Christmas tree, but there's been other things that have been more immediate that I needed to do than take down my Christmas ornaments. And also, I didn't feel like taking it down yet. But it's gonna go. So hopefully next time you guys see a video, there will not be a Christmas tree behind me. Even though I kind of dig it though. It's nice, it's bright. And how can you not smile when you see that? Makes me very happy. And I gotta say, right now, I need all the happy hormones that one can get. Which is why I did get into more complicated green stuff, aka plants. So you might as well get your head out of your backside, because it's not that kind of green, dude. It's not that kind of green. But you do you. And since you can get so many cool houseplants that is not just green leaves, even though most of them are green, of course, because they're plants, so that's a no-brainer, right? But I got some nice unordinary specimens. And they are not all orchids anymore, which is also kind of weird to say, because before I got into the green plants, I were very much into my orchids, and I still am, since they are some of my favorite plants ever. And they come in so many different varieties as well, which is awesome. And the reason why I bring that up, besides getting the happy hormones, is I found a orchid named Harlequin. So if you are kind of geeky or nerdy or both, you're gonna find that kind of funny. Oh. You thought I froze, didn't you? I did, on purpose. Well, it makes the autosave a bit more fun. Let's be honest. And since Harley Quinn is sort of based on Harley Kim, I thought it was kind of funny. And also I'm kind of surprised that Monster hasn't contacted me and said, oh, we want to sponsor you. They should. They should. Okie dokie. And I'm gonna try not to make ourselves too dizzy. But yeah, I hope you guys understand my little spiel is, again, not to be an attention whore, because I know I'm not the only one who is having a bad time. I know that. But I also know if I don't tell it as it is, most of you are gonna be very concerned for me, so I am gonna go with being radical honest as much as possible without hurting anybody, because that's the last thing I ever want to do. You guys are part of my family. Hence why I hate the fact that I know I can only stretch myself so much. Need a door here. Yeah. Right? Should we put a door there? Yeah, we're gonna put one there. But I can only stretch myself so much. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that it's not your fault. Please do not feel that way. It's not your fault. Okay? It's just life. And apparently life and karma has a very bad sense of humor. even worse than mine. So, if you're also having a rough time, you're not alone. And hopefully we're gonna get through it and end up on the other side and get to go then recoup, get a bit zen, and get back on track as much as possible. But yeah, honestly, Life and Karma, both of them, they have a bad sense of humor. But thankfully, I'm surrounded by people who want me the best and who for some reason likes me. And I know I'm running in circles here. Because we are gonna need more stairs, but I just need to make sure that we place them nicely, so to speak. And I kind of wanna make a hole here and get some more steps in on this side. Or what if we do that, right? Because we need some place to connect these Debbie steps. And what if we do that, bring that over, right? That might be the ticket. That way things are still open, right? And we got walkway access. Here I'm just gonna plop a railing on both sides, but you get the gist. The gist of it. And also, my brain is very, very annoying. And I do not know how many of you guys have watched Encanto. From Disney. Yeah, that song is kind of stuck on my brain from Encanto. Which is kind of funny but also kind of annoying at the same time. It's a good song. We don't talk about Bruno. But it just doesn't want to get out of my brain. Now the question is, are we gonna use those or those? I kind of like those, but they don't always fit into the places you want them to, which is kind of annoying. And I need to bring that forward just a wee bit. That is gonna mess up the pathway. That is not cool. Okay. Let's try that again. How about that? Is that better? Yeah. Let's just try this on for size up there, and we can put the tiny railing here because we kind of have to, since this doesn't come in that kind of style, which is so annoying. And I get it, the coffee stain devs have to prioritize what they are adding into the game. I get that, but honestly, if it were me, I would have made that type in this length as well, and this one in that length as well. Options, that's all I'm saying. Options. And what if we do that? And we still got a nice view here. We've got a great view here. And it makes it look a bit more supported. Now we gotta figure out how we're gonna add in the beams. But before we add in beams, clean up. Right. We do that. That is not too shabby, okay. And that is out just a wee bit more. Here-ish. That's too far. Okay, try that again. Okie dokie. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. And then on this side, because we got 2 for 1. 2 for 1, which is a steal. Right. I like it. And honestly, I wish I could see this because I think she would be pretty happy with me, except we still look like a mishmash of shapes in here, but besides that, we got an overflow system. We got different sections, making things for things to make more things, which is great. And we got passable walkways that is not dependent on you having to fly. So actually walking around instead of flying is weird. Honestly, that is weird. I think we did good with the combination. Yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, alright. And then over here I experimented a tiny bit, as you guys already saw, but I don't think this combination between the metal roofing and the glass roof is bad. Kinda like it. Not gonna lie, kinda like it. And it's starting to take shape. No, I need that one, thank you. We're gonna take the flat one and run it. And of course the power is gonna be like, yeah, you're too high. See? It's gonna complain more than I do. Just wanna get another section done. Because next time we are gonna play with some assemblers, because we are gonna set up for compacted coal. And you kind of should have guessed by now why we are gonna do compacted coal. Because we are gonna make super duper fuel, aka turbo fuel. And besides the diluted fuel, some of the best stuff to make. Why? Why are you gonna do me like that? Don't you freaking dare. I'm putting in this roof whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. Why are you not even sitting correctly? Thank you. Even more than... Well, it's a drama queen. It's even worse than I am. And I can only use myself as a example. But honestly, some of the pieces here, they can be very, very dramatic. Yes, they can. Alright. Bring that up to there. And that's gonna be concrete. And I'm pretty sure this side is gonna be concrete too. Yeah. That is concrete. Even though it's not completed yet, just putting in the roof bit, kinda, it really helps. I need to bring it to there. No, that one, thank you. Put away. There you go. And we're gonna run it there. Yeah. Plus, if we need to, we can add more machines here, which is nice in case of other things that needs to be made. And this is gonna be all glass here. Might as well put in the glass quickly, and that's gonna be the last thing we're gonna do today. But I will do my very best to update you guys as much as possible on stuff. But like I said, I'd rather be upfront and honest that things are gonna be a bit more convoluted than they already have been. since both Life and Karma has decided to literally be dickheads. And nice. Oh, come on, roof. Thank you. We got a nice little shape in here. Create some interest. Okay. And here we need to bring this down there. We're gonna grab this doorway. Put that there. Wall. And we have a section done and dusted for now. And I feel good about that. Yes, indeed I do. Well, this is great. And plenty of maneuverable spacing, which is great. And we got a peekaboo window to keep an eye on batteries. And we can get into the batteries, and we can keep an eye on the batteries. And we need more walls right there. Yeah. Well, we're gonna run that straight on through. I said we're gonna run that straight on through. And okay. Triangle all the way, thank you. We're gonna keep this open and then add in some light in here and maybe some sculptures. So you know what, let's quickly check the awesome sink. Do we have enough? We got 213. Is that gonna be enough for a sculpture? Just for fancies? Well, I'm curious. I'm not sure. Well, we do have enough to get Mr. Bean. Because honestly, these, even though they are pretty cute, but they're small. Small! kind of want Mr. Bean. Don't get me wrong, I want the lizard doggo too, but maybe we should get Mr. Bean. Mainly because Mr. Bean has the worst tendency to get stuck inside of my factories. And not just that, also having meetings inside of my factories without including me. So since Mr. Bean thinks Mr. Bean is the CEO of my Fix-It factories, I say we might as well give him an incentive to actually help. And the best way is to make a sculpture. But yeah, that is all. But before we go, you guys do your very best to take care of yourself, your family, as much as possible. And I'll try to do my best to be here, but I know it's gonna be tricky for a bit. I know, not your guys' fault. So don't even think about it, bestie. Or you, Jet. Or Mikey. Or Rob. My beautiful Julie. Not you guys' fault. Okay? And Chris, thank you. Your comments? Peekaboo. Okay. That is all. I'm out. Ooh, train. Ooh, pretty. Okay, that's it.